Hey, Mike Natta here, Movement Mortgage, giving you some mortgage education. I get a lot of calls recently about PMI. How do I get rid of my PMI? So I'm going to share my screen with you and take you through a quick walkthrough and show you how you can get rid of PMI if you're eligible. Okay, so there's a couple of ways to get rid of PMI. Let's start with a conventional loan. So with most PMI, you have to have it on your mortgage for at least 2 years, 24 months. There's very rare chance you can get rid of it before that. That's just the rule of the mortgage insurance companies. So as you're paying down your mortgage, federal law states that banks have to remove your PMI if your mortgage hits 78% of the original appraised value. So I give you an example here. When you bought your home, your appraisal came in at $500,000. So if you take 78%, so do 500,000 times 70%, or fill in your own mortgage, the real numbers for your own personal mortgage. When your mortgage hits 390,000, which is 78% of 500, the bank has to automatically remove your PMI. So again, take whatever your original purchase price was, times that times 78%, and that will be when your PMI automatically comes off. The second way to do it is banks will remove your PMI if your mortgage hits 80% of your original appraised value. And I know these percentages may not make sense, but these are the rules. So again, the example is you bought your house, it appraised at $500,000. If you times that times 80%, in this particular example, it gives you $400,000. So if your mortgage hits $400,000, you can call customer service and request they remove your PMI. Again, substitute your house. If you paid $1 million for your house, it's 80% of that. If you paid $780,000 for your house, it's 80% of that. Whatever that number is, if your mortgage hits that, you potentially can remove your PMI early. And the way to do that is simply, you can call customer service to be sure and say, what amount does my mortgage have to be paid down to get rid of PMI? And you can make a lump sum payment if you have the means to do that and get rid of PMI early. And the last way to do it is if you feel the home's value has increased to where you now have 20% equity. So let's say when you bought your house, you put 15% down. You are 5% away from getting rid of your PMI. So if you feel in this market, you bought your house for 500, a couple of your neighbors just sold for 580, you can call customer service, request an appraisal be done. They usually will pass that fee along to you because you're the one petitioning this. And you could potentially have your PMI removed if your house has grown in equity without having to touch your mortgage balance at all. These are for conventional loans. And as a reminder, you have to call customer service to do any of these. And it has to be on your loan normally for 24 months. Now, if you have an FHA loan, those rules are a little different. These are government loans. You would pretty much know if you did an FHA loan. Two simple rules. If you put down less than 10%, there's no way to get rid of the PMI unless you refinance or pay off the loan. No way at all. If you put 10% or more down, the PMI is on for 11 years. No way to get it off earlier unless you refinance or pay off the loan. Hopefully you found this information useful and I answered your questions. If you want to talk more, you could definitely reach out to me. But to do any of these options, you have to call the customer service number on the statement. I have no access to do this for you. Just bringing you some education. I hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon.